This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it. And now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs. And also, you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. What a snag by the junior receiver.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Single back takes the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. He gets the first and more. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Nebraska's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Tailback takes the handoff again.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs. And the Huskers will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The tight end has got it. Refuses to go down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now. Offense is off schedule after that 1st down loss. Here comes 2nd down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That's a strong stiff arm. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. The Huskers will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled, but 1st down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They've got him down out near the 40.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the grab. It's Webb. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. The Buckeyes offense is on the move now. Takes the ball and heads to the left. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after one. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far.
7, Nebraska 3.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Third and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Pass complete on a crossing route. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up for the first and goal from the 8. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Timeout, Nebraska.
The Buckeyes line up with a first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second and goal for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now, as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
That play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. Out of the gun now on third down. Tremendous protection. It was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Breaks free. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the mud. First down here for this offense. They're going to run it here. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Oh, It's a keeper. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The Cornhuskers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Glenn. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
That's reeled in. It's Robinson. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers, usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking for a man. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. On the run here, lets it go. Short connection to the tight end here. Going toward the end zone. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion. The Cornhuskers hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Methodical but effective, but probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just a masterful execution on that drive.
And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Oh, the pass is picked off. He'll go out of bounds with a crucial interception here in a tight game.
Well, cold weather always seems to make life more difficult in the passing game. You can see this quarterback really wants that one back. That's a tough break on this interception.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4th down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Grab down the middle. It's Robinson. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15. And the Huskers line up on 1st and 10 now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Wants to throw it. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Huskers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point knocked right down the middle.
Ohio State 14.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
Extra point makes the lead 4. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And it's fielded. The returner trying to create a big play here. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Good pass to the flat to a receiver. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. QB decides to keep it here. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He'll try a pass here. Catch made on the right side. The Huskers pick up enough yardage for a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Extending the play now. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a Big Ten championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments.
Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They've been efficient. Scoring hasn't really been the problem, but they got to keep scoring the way their defense is going. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Throwing off play action. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. They're going to throw it on third and very long. With the catch, it's Robinson. The Cornhuskers will have to kick it away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Ball fielded near the 35. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Hands off to the back. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And he dumps it off to the tight end. You make the stop, but that gains enough to set him up first down at the 14. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled there by the defense. The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Gets in on the action with the carry. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, how about this old school approach here? They have 3 tight ends, and they run the fullback in. That is pure power by this offense.
Extra point makes the lead 11. We got momentum and scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Nebraska, 17.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? QB keeps it going left. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll be brought down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. The Cornhuskers have 1st and 10 here. Looking for a gap. It's Nelson. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Caught in the backfield. It's Glenn. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And they're trying to punch it in here. Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line. 2nd down and goal. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Webb. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. 1st and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Pop over the middle. It's Webb. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. A new set of downs after that completion. Testing the right side here. Got the 1st down and still motoring. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be 1st down. This offense in good position here. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Brought down after a short gain. That'll wrap up the 3rd. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 1st down, looking for more now. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. The Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone trip.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And the lead remains at 5 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Breaks into open space. Tackle made after just a short gain. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Now, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
He's going to try to return the punt. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter. Critical down in distances. And this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game. Showing a lot of physicality and natural running.
And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes...
Breaks a tackle in the clear now. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Nebraska. Too much speed for the defense. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. We'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Grinding away with a running game. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Any hopes of a conference championship depend on scoring and scoring quickly. Can they make a play? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Glenn. The tackle is made just a short gain after the completion. And the Huskers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Could take it all the way. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
They're going to run it. Headed for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a 4-4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
And now here comes the point-after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Nebraska, 30.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First down. Looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Roche. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, he makes the catch! They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Huskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Grab down the middle. It's Roche. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Touchdown, Huskers. Still no answer for the passing game. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. Very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Nebraska.
Hansen able to corral that one, and that should just about do it. The offense can kneel down and wrap up the victory. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for a man deep on the right side. He's got it near the end zone. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
And he knocks through the PAT.
Ohio State 56, Nebraska 37.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive.
That return backfires on him. Now, their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Ball moves to the 37 on the game. It's first down. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock.
On the play. 2nd down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. Well, and now it's 3rd down.
Boy, Chris, it has been tough sledding today for the old man under center. At this point, you just hope he's able to get out of this game healthy.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Bringing pressure. Looking for a late deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the Staffs a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship now.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball, and I'd just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
And here's the handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Great spear over the right side. Can they chase him down? They make the tackle, but that's enough do it. And at first down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution, how they're going about their business.
Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Nebraska, 44.
Oh, the kicking team recovers. That gamble pays off.
Chris, what just happened here? I'm in awe of this coach's sheer boldness. Going for an onside kick when you're up by a few scores? Wow.
They'll take a deep shot here. Inside the red zone and still running. So one more big play to punctuate this winning performance by the offense. That's it. Game over. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.